My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Eckley, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. So let me explain what Scientology is. There are more than three dimensions. This is a fact. There are 12 in total. We have biology in these extra dimensions. Extra dimensional biology. You can't see it while you're alive, but it's there. 12 dimensions worth. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. The human genome produces a 12-dimensional humanoid designed to fly through outer space. We are space-faring creatures after death. We can fly. We have horns on our head. We are Anunnaki. That is our bloodline. So Scientologists remove this extra-dimensional biology from themselves. They modify it and turn it into a vehicle in which they can drive, a biology that they can control in the upper dimensions. They do this from a remote location on Earth while they are alive. So there are people among the living driving aliens to the extra dimensions at this moment. Some of these people have become terrorists. They contaminate food and water supplies. They hurt massive groups of people. So we have something they want. They want our extra dimensions for themselves. They can turn them into surrogates. They can create little Barbie dolls in which they can drive around using our extra dimensional biology. They take it from us, steal it, biological theft. They do this in mass. So they have harmed me and my family. They have filled me full of parasites. They call it Vortec, worms in which they can drive around in the human biology. So they drive these worms through me, causing me damage. Worm driving is rampant among these people. So they can drive anything. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms, even microbial life, such as bacteria and viruses. They can control their movements. This is their hobby. They make surrogates for a living. It's all they do. They sit there day after day after day, biology after biology after biology, and make surrogates. See, they have become too big to interact with the world in the way they used to be able to. During the process in which Scientology creates their alien form, these aliens go to a place where they achieve a different rate of expansion. They grow big compared to us. Some of them do. They have stolen my extra dimensions down to the quick. I have nothing left in some places. I'm on life support. So they had to keep me alive during this process. So they used life support to keep me alive. They installed hive mind technology. They have telepathy. So they have installed this technology in my brain in which allows me to hear their voices. They are hostile, demeaning. They berate me and premeditate my death. They give me death threats constantly, me and my family. They said they're going to do this to my whole family and the people around me. They are terrorists. Nobody polices these people. They can do whatever they want to in the upper dimensions and get away with it. Aliens are real. They are not third dimensional organisms, they are extra dimensional organisms. Aliens reside in the upper dimensions. They are thunder beings. Yes, they are remote controlled. Every one of them are being remote controlled by people on Earth. They use technology that they install in their brains to drive these upper dimensional organisms. I have driven them a few times just to be tortured. They wanted to give me a bad experience. So they let me drive my alien while I was asleep, and they killed it. They tortured me to death while I was in it. They torture me constantly. They have given me a few days off, but it's been bad. They cause me pain. They make me cause me dysfunction. They have a worm they put on my liver, and they tear into my liver, and it gives me hiccups. They like doing things to us that produce an effect. So they like giving us hiccups. They like making me throw up. They like making me go to the bathroom. They can do all this. It brings them joy to cause a third dimensional, a person among the living, to cause an effect, some kind of effect. This is their entertainment. They're making snuff films up there where they torture people to death. They won't let me sleep. I have a hard time sleeping now because I'm missing a lot of brain tissue. They have to help me sleep. So I guess they use the brain tissue they took out and they put it back in. It allows me to sleep a little bit. And then they remove it violently. They jerk it out and then they hit me with a worm during the middle of the night while I'm sleeping. So these aliens that they make, they can't function properly in this state. They require donor organs and tissue from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly. They have to leave organs and tissues behind on the origin biology to make it all work so they can survive and function properly. So they take this biology and they like to cleave it among the dimensions. Every 3 dimensions, they get another biology which they can drive. They wind up with 4 biologies in total, 4 aliens that they can drive around in the upper dimensions. So during this process, they utilize organs and tissues from other humans and other species, such as reptiles, insects, and worms. They make lizard people using lizard body parts. They make bug people using bug body parts. And they make worm people using worm body parts. And they use worms throughout the process of Scientology. They like to stick worms in the hollow spot that is created. They do all kinds of crazy stuff, body modifications. This is the field of Scientology. It is not a religion, it is a medical field of study, a medical practice. It has created the free zone, and this is who I'm dealing with, the free zone. The people not affiliated with the church, but they are driving aliens. They've been doing something they call gluon pleconating. It requires a machine. It sucks gluons out of my matter, and it makes me numb. It makes me feel numb. You know that feeling you get when you come home after a long day's work and you finally sit down and your bones kind of ache, but it feels good to sit down and relax? They take that feeling away from me using this machine. It's part of my torture. So this started over 13 years ago on social media, Facebook. I'm a genius. I'm an author. I'm part Native American. I'm a political activist. So I participate in politics a lot. This drew attention from a lot of people, and someone assimilated me. They installed technology in my brain which allowed them to read my thoughts. They became attracted to my psychology. Scientology forces people to assimilate. And then the government showed up, and they installed hive mind technology, made me hear voices and see things. Some of these people are hostile. They are not, they don't, they are psychologically conditioned to hurt other people. It is all they do. They can't be good to a person. They have bad psychology, and they started attacking me 13 years ago. Then the government, they held some kind of hearing to determine my mental status. See if they can consider me mentally ill. It gives them the right to practice upper level surveillance technology, but not like this. This is illegal. It's illegal to talk to someone in their own home. It's illegal to berate people, to harass people. It's illegal to put your hands on people. And the people involved in that hearing are the people also responsible for this. They are premeditating my death. They are twacked out of their heads. So this technology they use, it has a narcotic-like effect upon the user. It gets them high. They can stimulate parts of their brain, and it elevates neurochemistry. They also stimulate their organs and tissues, and it elevates hormone production, such as testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and they elevate neurochemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. A lot of them have dopamine syndrome where they're extremely irritable all the time. They are quick to become violent, and a lot of them are also abusing substances. Yes, they do this from a remote location. They're sitting on their couches or laying in their bed, driving aliens through the upper dimensions. It allows you to lucid dream, and they drive whenever they sleep. So whenever they're sleeping, they're on their alien forms, driving it around. Yes, a large percentage of these people have become criminal. They like to hurt people. They like to cause vehicle accidents. They like to cause deaths. They like to give people worms and watch them blow up. It's part of their entertainment. And they're trying to come up with some false narrative in which says that I've done something wrong to somehow justify their criminal behavior against me. Like some of them are in the police force, and they're trying to come up with some narrative in which gives them the right to do this to me, to torture me to death. I'm extremely sick. No one is policing these people.